traders, what's going on? It's Relentless here, and welcome back to another monthly recap. May 2021 has come to an end. It has came and went like yesterday's news. Um, but May, right here we go. Let's jump into it. May month 2021. It was a slow month. All things considered, I was grinding on smaller numbers. And I just, one day at a time. It was not a month where I saw a lot of action, but definitely glad that I was able to end in a green. Up $1,800, right, to be exact. Up $1,822.12, which is not bad, right? Which is not bad when you think about it. So May, if we look at the calendar, we started off the month with some smaller green days, right? $33 there, $100. And then between Wednesday and Friday, this is what really, I would say, made the month. We had three good sized green days: 337, 257, and then 634. Pretty solid there. RHE and I believe BTX were the two that resulted in some of these good trades. LEDS. So, a couple of the familiar stocks is what resulted into some of the trades here in this month. But overall, not a bad month. The biggest red day we had was down $84. This one right here, 84.39. So when it comes to keeping things small, keeping things tight, when it comes to keeping things tight, that's exactly what we wanted. Tightening up those loose ends, keeping the losers small, that kind of thing. It was a pretty good month in that aspect, right? So here we are heading into the details. So here we are. Average daily gain at 101.23, which is not bad. Overall, that's not too bad for a slower month, especially, right? The thing that I did like was the accuracy, 52%. Considering things are slow, usually when it's a slow month, my accuracy goes way down. So I'm very proud that I was able to stay above 50% throughout this slower period. Average losing trade $19, average winning trade $28. And now this is different because of the split in the trade executions that I went over in the settings not so long ago. But the executions are after, I think it's per trade execution. So the number, of course, is going to be smaller than what we're used to from the previous recaps. But overall, not bad, right? Scratch trades, a small amount of scratch trades, 7 consecutive wins, 7 consecutive losers. This I would have wanted to be a little bit better at. But largest gain, 223. Largest loss, 138. 2 cents per share gain, which is not bad, right? These are not bad stats. P&L standard deviation, 3686. Not even sure what this means. Profit factor, 1.61. Average hold time, which is always interesting. Average hold time winning trades, 20 seconds. Average hold time losing trade, 10 seconds. This is like the third recap where I said I'm not sure what this means. So I'm going to have to look it up eventually. I'm going to have to write it down. And for trade P&L standard deviation, I'm going to have to see what that stat is really referring to. So Monday, not a bad day, 381. And this lets you know that even when things are slow, when it comes to a minimum wage job here in the States, of course, I would say everyone wants to be able to make above the minimum wage and do better numbers than what we would do on a minimum wage or part-time job. But even on the slowest of months here, kind of grinding it out, was able to do decent numbers, right? 381 on Mondays, Wednesdays 452, 497 on Thursday, 494 Wednesday. Tuesday was the only day where I kind of didn't really get to see much progress. So bulk of the profits, performance by hour. We're going to have some trades that are pre-market to give us 126. But between 9:30 and 10 is where I'm going to see the bulk of my profits on most months. 886, 290 between 10 and 11. And it kind of dwindles down before coming back up around 1, where we had 344. So down 98 around 4 p.m. and so forth. So, performance definitely is more, for me, stronger in the morning, the first 30 minutes, than anything else throughout the day. But, that's not to say we can't get some good trades in the afternoon. So performance by price, under $2, not really seeing much there. Down $58 between 2 and 5, 222. The big winners are going to come between 10 and 20, and then between 20 and 49. I believe this was BTX and maybe one of the other stocks that really got up there in price. So that $10 to $20 range, I've really been killing it in that range. Over the years, I've been getting to that point where I'm making more profits on that range than I am in the smaller range, and I prefer the cheaper price range. But we are not seeing any action from stocks between 50 cents and let's say 160. It's been a while since I really seen a stock in that range really open up and take off. BTX might have been the month before because I'm seeing RHE, LEDS, and VTNR are for our leading stocks. PTIX was our biggest loser, which is of course never good. We want to be able to do better in this area there in the loss column. So performance by volume, between 5 and 9 million shares, not really doing much. Between 10 and 25, a little bit more action, but of course to the downside. And with over 25 million, so when the more volume these stocks are pushing, the better I'm able to do in terms of profits. So overall, not too bad there. On to the next section. I'll scroll down, so if any of you want to see these metrics, you can. 50-day SMAs, like these kinds of things I don't really look at, but they're there. I'm not sure if there's a lot of correlation, but performance by the SPY. I also don't really pay attention to this metric there. Win-loss expectation. This is the big boy of the metrics here. So win-loss expectation throughout the month, and this is kind of crazy. Throughout the month, we did $4,800, but we also lost $2,900. So this is interesting. I thought this was a very tight month when it comes to the losses, so maybe I missed something there. I'm gonna have to revisit some of these days and see, did I give back profits off the highs? I can't remember giving back a lot of profits. So this is an interesting metric here, doing 4,800 but then losing 2,900, almost $3,000. So that's a little interesting there. This is why it's good to always review your metrics, right? Even sometimes I'm surprised off of what I'm seeing. But maybe it was a consolidation. That could have been the case where it probably was churning a lot of shares up in this range and then finally getting to see a bit of a breakout again. But cumulative drawdown, we had a low of 276.70 before finally making our way back to the upside. So here you guys have it for the win-loss expectation. So win-loss versus days. Our green days versus and this seems like it's more accurate. I'm not sure why, but anyhow, that could have been trades where, for the win-loss expectation, right, it could have been trades where we were high in the green and then gave back profits, or maybe started red and then finished green. All of that counts into profits that kind of slipped through my fingers, or let's say escaped. So, but win-loss by days, we have 13 winning days to 5 losing days, which is pretty solid. $2,163 versus $341 to the downside. Overall, not bad. On the winning days, we're averaging $166. On the losing days, we're averaging $68. Not bad at all. 55% accuracy on the winning days. On the losing days, 38%. So we got to do a little bit better than that. On the losing days, the keys for me is always to see how I can take less trades, right? Can I take less trades? Can I realize real time, hey, I'm struggling, and to just slow it down and look to wait around for better trades to come in. So let's keep going here. Average winning trade, $31. Let's see. Average hold time for winning trades, 20 seconds. Average hold time for losing trades, 10 seconds. And for the break-even trades, 5 seconds. You can see on the losing days what the problem is. I'm holding my losers just as long as I'm holding my winners. And so this number should always be half or even less than half. Can I cut the losers quickly? Can I get out quickly, fast? That way I can have more break-even trades and less losing trades. So largest gain on the green days, 222. Largest loss, 138. And you can see for the red days, it was just so slow. Biggest gain, $25. Largest loss, 53. So a little interesting there. Compare. This will be my overall metrics. So what this will allow me to do is compare month over month, year over year, that kind of a thing. Which I'm not too sure if we need to look at right now, but this is the overall equity curve. We're going slow and steady, right? Slow and steady. As I continue to increase size, we'll see how things go. We do have a pretty steep incline here so far. So can I keep this up? Can I keep this going? Can we get up there to 40K, 50K, 60K, and so forth? But you know, it's been nice, right? We started in May 1st. We came up 18,000 right there. Then we ended up dropping back in October, losing about 3,500, and then finally making our way out of that slump and going stronger than ever. So this was that drawdown right here, down 4,300 or more, somewhere around there, and then finally having to dig myself out of that hole to get back to break even. So whenever you go red, you have to make 100% of what you've lost before you can even get back to break even, which is why being red and going red always sucks. All right, so we got to try our best to always stay green. But you know, whenever it happens, we got to look for it to adjust and look to be better, find ways to improve, and try not let the same mistakes or issues happen more than once. So that's the overall equity curve, which I do think a lot of people would want to see. So far so good. We're at $35,294, somewhere there in that range. Yeah, $35,294.66. Still looking to improve the overall accuracy. This is a work in progress, so one day at a time. Can I continue to improve the overall accuracy? So average per share gain is 1 cent. Average winning trade / loss, $16. Once again, these metrics are going to all look very different from before because of the changes that I made in the settings, right? But so far so good. It was a decent month. I'm looking to do a little bit better here in June. And so far, June is off to a decent start, right? If I refresh, well, let's filter for June. Not quite the month we're supposed to be going over, but we'll take a quick look. So far in June, we're already up 3,300, which is really solid. So, pretty impressive. We're working to continue building the accuracy and, you know, keeping up the good work. I've just got some news, and I think, let's see, what's the 15th? So the 15th is Tuesday, the 16th is Wednesday. Today was a red day, right, down 261. I might miss the 15th and 16th, unfortunately, which is a little disappointing, but it might happen. Wednesday? What happened Wednesday? Okay, I remember having the green day up 264. I didn't trade on the second. My mind sometimes is kind of so scrambled when it comes to remembering why I missed the day or something. But I can't even recall why I missed this day here. Maybe it didn't get uploaded Wednesday, June 2nd. I'll have to look into this. But Friday I remember, Thursday I remember. I do remember trading on the vacation, which was this Tuesday. Let's see. Okay, I get it. I was in the airport. That's why I couldn't trade. Okay, makes sense. Okay. So I came back on Thursday and then started trading again. But anyhow, guys, here's a look at the overall metrics and the overall section here for the details. So far in my trading career, I've made $83,222.87. May 1st to now, so a little over a year, and I've lost $47,928.21. Mad to think about, crazy to think about actually. Um, but I guess in some ways it's one of those things that makes trading so interesting and so beautiful is that I can improve. Imagine if this was cut in half. So that's the good thing. Trading is so good in that aspect of betterment, right? The ceiling is so high, so there's a lot of things to work on. Despite how good we're doing now, there's always something to improve upon, and so that's the one thing with me that I like. I'll be looking forward to the challenge of seeing how I can't do better. Largest gain, and I feel like this hasn't updated because of the metrics, but it should be LEDS with the $2,200 win that I had on that one single stock. But that's gonna do it. So far we're doing 135 a day in 1 hour. 135 itself is let's say not a lot compared to what I could be able to do in the future, but it's also not bad considering I'm only doing it 1 hour and maybe 2 hours a day. And so we're definitely getting better if we narrow it down to the year, right? So far, year to date, we're doing a little bit better than that. Year to date, we're doing 214.94 per day, 40,000 shares. Accuracy a little bit higher there than 50%, and so far $20,000 in profits, which is not bad, which is pretty solid. Definitely have a ways to go. We're at the halfway mark, so I'm on pace to do 40K, which is not bad. It's not bad at all. But as I continue to increase size, we could see an exponential push, and so that will be interesting to see how it goes. But so far so good. May month was not bad. Looking forward to June. How will we do, right? How will we do? April was a little bit slow, but picked up in May in terms of the accuracy. If I can have more months like January, February, March, and May, I'll be in good shape because we're seeing a lot more green days than red days. 3 red days in January. I think 3 red days in February. The third week didn't properly get imported because I had switched my Thinkorswim account over. March, only a handful of red days, 7 red days, but we did have quite a few days in the month, so not bad. April was the only one that we really struggled, but June so far we have 3-1, but we gotta be good on attendance. If I do miss the 15th and 16th, I'm gonna have to be careful because every day counts, every day matters, so I'll have to see what I can do about that. But so far so good. Off to a strong start. In fact, I'm on pace to have my best month ever. We'll see how the next 4 days go. I'm looking to bounce back tomorrow. Can I be green tomorrow? Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. I'm looking forward to the challenge. But with that being said, it's been a decent recap. It's been a good recap. It's been a good session here. So I think we went over most of the details, or all of the details, I believe. So with that being said, hopefully you did enjoy the monthly recap, guys. It's been Relentless Trader, and I am, of course, signing out.